Hello student, I am Miss K. M. Dhumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Burban College, Vita. Let's see some remaining points from the topic, that is Introduction to Spectroscopy. In previous lecture, we have seen some points from this topic. Let's see next point, that is a wave number. Then what is a wave number? Wave number is number of waves per unit length is called as a wave number, or it is a reciprocal of wavelength, it called as a wave number. Suppose we have to find out the wave number. Suppose this is a 1 centimeter length or 1 meter length. Then to find out wave number, we have to just count the number of waves present in that length. Here there is a one image given below. There are three types of wave: one type of wave, second and third type of wave. Suppose this is a 1 centimeter length, then we have to count number of waves. In first type of wave, there is a one wave, so wave number is 1. In second type of a wave, there are two waves, so wave number is 2. In third type of a wave, there is a three waves, so wave number is a 3. One wave is equal to one crest and one trough. One wave is equal to one crest and one trough. So for first wave there is a one wave number, for second there is a two wave number, and for third there is a three wave number, and it is a reciprocal of wavelength, and wave number is denoted by nu bar. Nu bar is equal to inversely proportional to wavelength. It means higher the wavelength, lower the wave number, or higher the wave number, lower the wavelength. This is a relation between the wave number and wavelength. So simply wave number is the number of waves per unit length is called as a wave number, and it is a reciprocal of the wavelength. Let's see next point. It is energy of radiation. Then what is energy of radiation? What is relation between the frequency and wavelength? We are going to see in this point. We know that energy equation E is equal to h nu. Another equation for energy is E is equal to mc square, but here we consider the wave nature of wavelengths. So we use the energy equation E is equal to h nu. Next equation we have taken is C is equal to lambda into nu. C is the velocity of light, which is a constant, which is given by 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This is the velocity of light, and equation for that is C is equal to lambda into nu. Let's we rearrange this equation as below. Suppose we rearrange this equation number second, like nu is equal to C upon lambda. We rearrange this equation as below, that is nu is equal to C upon lambda. Let's put this value of nu in equation number first, that is E is equal to h nu. We put value of nu in equation first, so we get E is equal to h into C into lambda. E is equal to h into C upon lambda. So we put equation number 3 in equation number 1, and we get equation number 4. And from equation number 4, we have know that h into C is a constant. What is h? H is a Planck's constant. H is a Planck's constant. So h and C is a constant, so we can consider here it is a constant. So E is directly proportional to frequency, and frequency is directly inversely proportional to the energy. This is a relation between energy, frequency and wavelength. This is show that energy of radiation is inversely proportional to its wavelength, and directly proportional to frequency. So, if frequency is higher, then energy is also higher of that radiation. If wavelength of that radiation is higher, then energy of that radiation is lower. This is the relation between energy, frequency and wavelength. It is energy is directly proportional to frequency and inversely proportional to wavelength of that radiation. So higher frequency, more is the energy, higher wavelength, less is the energy. This is a relation between energy, frequency and wavelength. How we derive it? We take the equation for energy, that is E is equal to h nu. H is a Planck's constant. Then we take next equation, that is equation C is equal to lambda into nu. C is the constant, that is the velocity of light, which is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. We rearrange this equation. We put this equation in equation number first, and then we get equation number 4. And from equation number 4, we can say that H into C is constant. So energy is directly proportional to frequency and frequency is inversely proportional to wavelength. So this is the equation. Let's see next point, that is units of measurement for wave parameters. In a previous point we have seen the which are the wave parameters, that is the wavelength, frequency, wave number, amplitude. These are the wave parameters. In this point we will see what are the units for measurements of that wave parameters. First parameter is wavelength. We know that wavelength is denoted by lambda. There are three types of units we use to measure the wavelength. One is a angstrom, next is a nanometer, and next is a micron. Angstrom, nanometer and micron. Let's see the conversion between angstrom, nanometer, micron and meter and centimeter. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter. We know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to 8 centimeter and is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Next unit is 1 nanometer. Then 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 7. Here is raised to 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. So 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Next is 1 micron. Then what is the 1 micron? 1 micron is equal to 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter and is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. You have to remember all these conversions. That is 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Next is 1 meter is equal to 10, 7 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. And 1 micron is equal to 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. But mostly we use angstrom and nanometer units. But mostly we use angstrom and nanometer for measurement of the wavelength. Next is frequency. Frequency noted by nu. You know that frequency is denoted by nu. Frequency is measured by hertz or cycles per second, but mostly we use the unit hertz. 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycles per second, that is 1 CPS. 1 kilohertz is equal to 10 raised to 3 hertz. Then 1 megahertz is equal to 10 raised to 6 hertz. 1 kilohertz is equal to 10 raised to 3 hertz. 1 megahertz is equal to 10 raised to 6 hertz. Next is a wave number. Wave number is denoted by nu bar. Wave number is denoted by nu bar. It is measured in terms of centimeter inverse. Wave number is measured by centimeter inverse. That is, unit of wave number is centimeter inverse. Next is the energy. Energy is measured in ergs or joules. Energy is measured in ergs or joule. Then what is the correlation between ergs and joule? 10 raised to 7 ergs, 10 raised to minus 7 ergs is equal to 1 joule. This is the relation between ergs and joules. 10 raised to 7 ergs is equal to 1 joule. This is the relation between ergs and joule. So these are the units for wave parameters, that is for wavelength, angstrom, nanometer, micron. For frequency we use hertz. For wave number we use centimeter inverse, and for energy we use ergs and joule units. Let's see next point, that is a type of electromagnetic radiations.